Well, unfortunately in child protection, when it's serious, somebody does die and it's a child, and then you're the front page of the newspaper. So in many ways, child protection's become the most risk-averse industry out there. Certainly it's the most risk-averse of activities in the helping professions. It's become proceduralisation on steroids. And so the default culture is not only child rescue in terms of practice, the underlying organisational culture is not so much about protecting the child, it's about protecting the organisation by ticking all the boxes. So those two cultures coming together, the child rescue culture, which we don't talk about, and this invisible hand of proceduralisation is come together in child protection. So people that are meant to be there about relationships and spending time with the parents, the children, the grandparents, are caught up ticking all these boxes, following all those procedures. But what also happens is they don't really know how all these methods and doing all these, using these tools, how that fits for making the child safer, and they forget what their purpose is. And so what I'm saying is to challenge that culture is the biggest thing. What I'm saying is, if we want to transform child protection, children's services, we need to really pay attention and direct our attention at the culture, because culture ends up eating strategy for breakfast. So belonging is my effort to say, let's reset. And the reset is around belonging. That's our purpose. We have got so many more kids in care than in the 1980s. We've got them in care for longer. We're taking more parents to court than we ever did. And the system is costing us more and more money. And that being driven by these procedures and thinking you can ascribe blame to one location or fix it up with a procedure is just a fantasy. It's the idea that you can de-risk life is just crazy. Life is always a risk. Just walk around in your house, there's risks. Walk outside your front gate, walk down the street, there's risks. And the idea that we can raise children and they're never going to be in any sort of danger, they're never going to face any risks or dangers, is just a massive fantasy. Parents know that. But when we come to child protection, we somehow think we can take the risk out of the lives of the most vulnerable children and we can rescue them. That is just, it's such a dangerous and stupid fantasy, but somehow we keep being over-organised by it. So I come along and want to say, what would happen if we organised the whole system, from the practice to the organisational culture, to the quality assurance, to the training, to our planning? What if we organised all of that around belonging? What would this system look like? And that's the question I want to ask and be organised about for the remainder of my career.